Hey, welcome back YouTubers to another hashtag TTH unboxing and review. It has been a while, I do apologize. I've been so busy with work lately. I've had very little time for the hobby and myself. And I'm hoping after next week when my leave kicks in for the winter period that I'll be doing a lot more reviews and work on the hobbies that have been piling up. So I thought I'd kick this video off with the final arrival of my Dropzone Commander starter set with an extra. So to kick it off, I've been into this game for a long time. Like the idea of it, like the mechanics of it. I actually got myself a starter set for the UCM a few years ago and actually um, used it for a diorama purpose. And then I actually started doing research on the game, and I was told that the first edition was. I'm not familiar with the edition so far. I think they're in the second edition now, because I see some of the models are new, and this set is the newer version of the starter set because you get different vehicles. But anyway, so I decided it's about time, and it's because it's small scale, it's easy to store, and I like the terrain scape that comes with this game. So before I start, again, unfortunately, I misread the website. I was under the impression that the starter set came with the terrain scape to get you started. It did puzzle me when I paid for this, because I was like, oh, it's actually quite decent given the fact that there's terrain in it. Surprised there wasn't. But then when I reread the website afterwards, I realized what they meant was I think it's in pounds, so for £10 extra you could have, or 20, you could have added in the bundle, which is this, plus the cityscape. So now I've had to order the cityscape separately, which should be here in a few weeks, and then I'll do another review on that. As a terrain enthusiast, I love terrain that comes with these games, but this game in particular, it's going to be my third gaming system that I'll be playing. As you know, I do Victory at Sea. Those of you who follow my channel and my Facebook group, and I also do Bolt Action quite heavily now. So yeah, that's another set I'm still waiting for. I was told that the D-Day build that those of you have been waiting so patiently for, it will be continued once that set arrives, and I'm hoping from next week I'm going to be putting a lot of time and effort into it. So let's dive in. This one's already been unboxed because the packaging I wouldn't have been able to open while holding a camera. So it is the Titanium Albatross Super Heavy Dropship. It's the new one, not like the other one. The other one was a bit more curved. This one's, yeah, as I said, I'm getting into the game first time. I don't know that the UCM is going to be my main focus. I think the Resistance are. They've got some pretty new vehicles coming in. And so yeah, this is what comes in its little package over here. Blister pack, I think that's what you call them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. I mean joint pieces. And then quite a decent resin kit, quite decent quality. Going to be fun to paint. Now let's move on to the main event. So as we can see, awesome box art. I watched the demo game when this came out, the first starter set, which did come with terrain, and it was a much bigger box, but it came with a lot of the same. So the Gondor, I apologize guys, Condor dropships. I think those were the only ones you got in here, with some APCs and some of these tanks and anti-aircraft tanks. Now I see, if we zoom in, you get one of these. I'm still going to get the names right, so I apologize guys. And then one of these little smaller dropships. And then I'm not familiar with Scourge. As I said, I think a friend of mine is going to be playing this faction. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's crack this open. I'll be back in a second. And we're back. So yeah, that's another box within a box. Love the packaging. They really put effort into this. And I see you get a little... These things are stuck all over this box. So quite keen on getting info from you if there are any issues. So yeah, let's see. So we have these. This is the UCM sprue. It's going to be an interesting one for me because I haven't painted figures this small before, I'll be honest. So yeah, I think that is your UCM sprues. Quite nice. And then these are, I don't know, what are these? We'll crack those open in a little bit. And then your Scourge sprue. Really nice again. Some flight bases. I see they've changed them now. They're blue instead of plain white transparent material. Some more over here for the smaller items. Bases. Guessing this is the measuring tool. It's a bit, yeah, it's good to do with a clean. Your rule book, dice, and your play sheets. It's nice that they've got everything on here, which is pretty cool. So it's just 2. Then your ruler, which is pretty cool. Really getting a, what do you call it? Collection of dice going here. I've got a huge amount of dice, but as we all, if you're into this hobby. So yeah, ruler. Let's crack these open. I'll be back in a second. And we're back. Yeah, so the little bags with the extra resin vehicles that they've added in. So this is a, yeah, it is, I think it's a Wolverine. I think that's what they call them. And then the other smaller dropship. Pretty cool. I love the aspect of dropships in general. As a kid, I always hoped at one point the military would get advanced as this type of stuff, and then you'd see these things flying around. But I suppose we have the equivalent of those today in helicopter form. But yeah, how technology is advanced. So yeah, a bit of a jumbled box set there. So that is a lot of building ahead of me. Not a lot, but yeah, I think this is definitely going to grow. But yeah, once these are built and painted, then I'll do another review. I'm not going to do a review on them when they're in the spec. I'm going to definitely do another review and then give this a look through. And then obviously when the terrain arrives and I do a first game, it'll all be posted on the channel. So yeah, that is what you get inside the new starter set. For those of you getting into the game, unless you get, like me, something extra. But yeah, I suppose the tricky thing for, I don't know where any of you guys that are following this channel are from. I mean, overseas, local, in South Africa. The problem with a lot of the shops down here, which I totally understand in terms of business, is they can't keep the stuff on the shelves in large quantity because you don't know who's buying it. Like, there's a small market down here for this type of stuff. I think it's bigger overseas. So I think you'll find overseas, and you guys can let me know in the comments down below, that the shops have this stuff on you can literally walk in, buy it, walk out. So that's why I had to, order and wait. And then I'm going to leave their link down below. But those of you who are South African based, the good friends at PG Pandemonium Games, out in Plumstead, near Cape Town, they helped me out ordering this. Really, really thanks, guys. I'll leave a link to their website down below. Yeah, trying to support and give a shout out to all the shops that I'm buying from. I will be doing more reviews, guys. You can count on that. And hope you enjoyed this informative unboxing. Yeah, it's quite a lot going on this table. Keen to get started, as I will be soon. And as always, thanks for the support, guys. I see my subscribers are slowly climbing. There will be more videos. There will be gaps in between. But as always, thanks, guys. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks.